So let's answer that question, right? What's for dinner? What's for dinner? What's for dinner? This is an absolute go-to for my family. I know you guys have seen this on our weekly menu a ton of times. This is the way that I make the garlic Parmesan Crusted Chicken, and I make it in a way that's just a little bit different. All I'm going to do is start with 2 13x9 pans, and I'm going to give them a spray with this canola oil. That I'm almost out of. Hey Google, can you add cooking spray to my shopping list?
Okay, I added cooking spray.
You're the best. I don't care what Rob says about you. All right, so very few ingredients for this recipe. What you're going to need is some of the Kraft garlic aioli, real mayonnaise, I guess it is. 90 calories per serving, which is 1 tablespoon. And there's 65 milligrams of sodium per 1 tablespoon. So this bottle has about 23 servings, and we're going to divvy it up over the chicken that we have. It just doesn't get any easier than this. So I've got 1 package of chicken breasts that if you watch my grocery haul on Saturday, you know that we get 2 packages of chicken breasts pretty much every week. And I'm going to put these in the pan. These are butterflied. So I'm just going to scooch these in here and kind of split them up between the 2 pans because they will not all fit in one pan. And my boys actually really like this for leftovers as well. So we'll get this in, and then it doesn't get any easier, guys. All you do is we're going to take that mayo and put it in this little bowl that I have over here. We're going to mix in some Parmesan cheese, about 3/4 of a cup of Parmesan cheese. And we're going to take that mixture. Well, that's a big one. I feel like Stuart's mom off Mad TV. We're going to mix that together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we've got about 10 chicken breasts here, or 10 pieces. 2 of them are a little bit smaller, but that's okay. We're not judging. And we're going to take a bowl. We're going to mix this with some Parmesan cheese. So I'm going to scooch this up just a smidge so that you guys might be able to see here. Yeah, you can see me way over there. We are going to use this entire bottle. So I'm just going to scrape that off and put this in the bottle. So once this is in the bowl, I'm going to add in 3/4 of a cup of this Parmesan cheese. And then I'm going to take these sodium-free homemade croutons that you guys saw me make in my weekly prep video, I think 2 weekends ago. But I used my son's homemade sodium-free bread that was left over to make these. I'm going to crush some of these up in a baggie and use them as breadcrumbs so that that part is sodium-free for him. And I'm going to fast forward you guys through this part so that you don't have to hear me slam this bottle on the counter to get the rest out. There's my very kind oven letting me know it's ready, and I'll speed you guys up through this and see you right back. Okay guys, now that we've got pretty much, I'm gonna see if I can move you guys over without totally wrecking this. Alright, so now that we've got these crushed, our chicken breasts are in the pan, they're ready to go. We're gonna take this yummy goodness and divide it equally up on the chicken breasts and get those ready for the breadcrumbs. So I literally just start out with like a little bit of a spoon on each one, and then I'll go back and smooth it out. This is one of those things that most of the ingredients are shelf stable in your pantry. So a package of chicken breasts, and if you've got Parmesan cheese on hand, you can pretty much always make this and you can never go wrong. We tend to make this with a little bit of buttered pasta as a side dish. The boys like broccoli with it or green peas with it. They prefer a green veggie with this dish. So tonight that's exactly what they're going to be having. This is a go-to for me if I am running late or short on time, or I forgot to thaw something out. And you know, back when we went to our jobs every week, I could stop and grab a pack of chicken breast pretty inexpensively. This whole pack of chicken breast was less than $8, and it's going to give us 10 pieces. So I could grab a pack of chicken breasts on the way home and have this meal in the oven within 30 minutes of hitting the door. So not too bad. And it did become a family staple of ours just because the kids love it so much. You don't want to waste any of this goodness. If you're not a big fan of the garlic flavor, then you could always use an unflavored mayo and maybe just some light seasonings. You don't have to go as heavy as this aioli is because it is pretty strong. We love it though. I don't find it to be overpowering by any means. It makes this delicious creamy goodness on the top of the chicken that crusts just a little bit on top. It's not like it's completely fried or anything like that, but it does give it a nice crunch with the breadcrumbs, and then you get this nice creamy savory topping underneath the breadcrumbs with the chicken, and it just complements each other really, really well. Alright, so that looks like about all I'm going to get out of this bowl. And now I'm just going to take these busted up breadcrumbs, which used to be croutons, and just sprinkle a healthy little layer on this. And if you remember, when I made these in that weekly prep a couple weeks ago, before I baked them, they had a little bit of oil on them to coat them so that they would crisp up really well. So that helps them to brown in the oven. So on top of this chicken, you've got a little bit of the oily fat from the mayo, and then you've got a little bit in the croutons as well. So it crisps up really, really nicely. And like I said, super easy weeknight meal. Most people always have pasta on their pantry shelf. We of course use unsalted butter and pepper to season ours, but you can use whatever your family likes. And it's one of those things that they ask for over and over and over. And I've tried, you guys, I've tried like, hey mom, what's for dinner? And I'll be like, oh, I don't know, there's lots of leftovers, but you have Parmesan Crusted Chicken on the menu. I get called out all the time because I make a menu and I get held accountable, which is fine. It's kind of funny. I can tell you what, there's going to come a day when they're grown and nobody's holding me to that level of accountability anymore, and I'm going to miss it so much. I am in no rush for that time. All right, guys. I hope that you can see how delicious this looks. And it's not even cooked yet. So we're going to get this into a 350 degree oven. There's the second pan. We're going to get this into a 350 degree oven and cook it for about 30 minutes or so. We'll check it, of course, because you never ever want to undercook chicken. So we'll check it at about 30 minutes with a meat thermometer, and I go ahead and set a timer for about 20 minutes so that I can turn the water on for the pasta and get the peas going so that it's all done together, and I'll show you guys what this looks like when it comes out. Okay guys, I'm sorry about the camera angles here, but we're gonna do the best we can with what we've got, right? So I'm gonna sneak in here and grab one piece of this delicious crusted chicken, and I will scoop up some peas for my little guy, and then some buttered pasta for him. And that's it, guys. So you get this delicious crusted chicken with a veggie and a pasta. It was ready in absolutely no time. Everybody loves it. They absolutely ask for it, and it is super delicious. I hope that you guys will give this recipe a try. If you do, let me know in the comment section below what you thought of it, or if you made any adjustments to it. And I will see you guys in the next video. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.